So, hello everybody, and welcome back to the post-apocalyptic world. So, Southern Oregon, every summer, aka fire season, it starts to look like, post-nuclear war, nuclear winter, that kind of, where the sky is just always, everything is just smoky and orange, and there's ash falling from the sky, and it's, especially after yesterday. We had a whole bunch of lightning yesterday, and now the hills are alive with forest fires. So, it's been a minute since the channel has seen my smiling face, because I have been inundated up to my neck in Vanagon for the last couple of months. Basically been neglecting all of my projects, all of the channel's projects, and just plain everything for a while now. My goal is to get, Barry on the road and doing his tour of the United States before the end of this year, hopefully. But, realistically, I'd like to, before September. So he can get out around September, then I can dig into all the stuff that I want to do. Such as, so we've got the imp. Sylvia turned 16 yesterday, and she now has her driver's permit, so I want to get that finished up, because right around the first of the year, she's hoping to get her license and actually, start driving it on her own. So I want to definitely get that done. We've got most of the pieces now to put it back together and put it on the road and have it a good, dependable, drivable vehicle. The Brat, I pulled it out of the tent, but it's just been sitting. Yesterday, I actually sat down and I replaced the plain grill with the Cyclops, which is one of those things that I have been intending to do for the last 20 years. Because it's an 82 Brat, and in 82, Subarus came with that really weird little Cyclops hidden behind the door light that, since mine was a DL, it never had. So, I've always wanted it. I've had the parts to do it, I've just never actually sat down and done it. Partially because up until the latest evolution, it didn't have a Subaru front end on it. It just had an amalgam of metal that I made work and be street legal. It had headlights and turn signals, and it held a radiator. It looked kind of like this. But now that it actually has a Subaru Brat front end on it again, I can actually put that on there. So I've done that. I'm actually working on the belt grinder right now. It is here, it is on the bench, it is hopefully gonna happen this week, because I'm taking this week off, not working on the van or anything, just kind of getting back into my own headspace and working on my own stuff. And I don't want to reach burnout on the van, and so gotta take breaks, gotta let it go, especially after the last month, because the last month has just been, we completely rebuilt the entire cooling system on the van again, and the engine had timing issues where it actually, I got the parts around here somewhere. Yeah, it actually broke off the tensioner pulley on the EJ22. So that was snapped off, and it just threw timing. So we had to fix that. And since we had that all torn apart and we were going to replace the water pump anyways, we're like, we might as well just do the whole cooling system rebuild right now while we're at it. Because the cooling system up until that point was just like 40 feet of rubber hose that was zip tied underneath the van, which just sounded like a recipe for disaster. So we replaced that with all new hard lines, and we actually have stainless steel pipes running up to the radiator. It actually has a Vanagon radiator and Vanagon parts, and actually has, Barry will put a video up of that. That'll be his baby. And prior to that, I did the steering wheel adapter That was my last video. Throw the card up there. You can go check that out. But now, the girls went off to go swimming for Sylvia's birthday, even though it was yesterday, but Rebecca had to work, so they're out doing that. And I'm sitting at home waiting on a cage for the Beamer. So Rebecca's Beamer, I was taking it apart to do the 20K service on it, and the BMW engine bars were just horribly disfigured. I'll show you. So yeah, this piece is snapped off right there, and then I started going through these and looking around at them. Maybe this is the better of the two. Yeah, the other one looks like that. That is no bueno. We've got that there, and then actually if you come up here, you can see the crack going in and coming out. There's two on this side. So yeah, and yeah, she's never had any like major, she's just had driveway tip overs, where you go out getting ready to go on a long trip and you've got the luggage loaded down with gear and you're not really thinking about that weight, so you just pick the bike up and drop it on the other side. That's the gist of her drops. But I thought about trying to weld these guys back together, but I figured better just get new ones, don't risk it. Whereas these have already been weakened, these welds have obviously cracked. Can't really trust the other welds to not crack either. So we've got a new set of Outback Moto, I think their bars. They're supposed to be coming in today, so I did not go to the river with the girls. I stayed home to receive that package. And then Rebecca's worried about riding the bike without the bars on it, so she hasn't for the last couple weeks. So hopefully they'll be home. The bars will be here this afternoon, and then I can get them installed, and then the two of us can go ride tomorrow. That's what we're hoping. As for riding, I really haven't done as much of that as I have wanted to. Again, because working and spending all my time here in the shop, which isn't a horrible thing, but I kind of want to get out. I want to get more miles. Usually we have a big week-long trip that we do every summer, but we didn't have one this year. We didn't plan one, or for whatever reason. We did like 4 days on the coast, but that's not the same as like, a multi-thousand-mile week-long trip. We just went to the coast, stayed in the same house, and did like a few hundred miles over that 4 days. But hopefully, maybe the end of the summer, early fall, hoping to get out to like SoCal. In the meantime, I really want to pick up the channel, doing videos again. I've missed making the videos. The whole process of, filming and then the editing, it's just something cathartic about it. It's really, I've missed that, and for some reason I just haven't been doing it. Whether it's laziness or what, I don't know. So I'm hoping to kickstart the channel into gear and shoot for at least a couple times a week, posting up videos, even if they're just like vlogs like this where I can do like a recap of what's going on, what I've done, and at least until we can get to the Brat. The Brat is going to be like a chronicle of almost daily work. Every time I work on it, I am going to film and then post that up as it happens, because there's just going to be so much to do with that thing. Right now I'm in search of straight axles. I'm shooting for, at a minimum, 30-35s. Dana 30-35 pair to put under it. I'd really like to get a pair of Dana 30s, because I've always loved the idea of four-wheel steer. That way you can take corners tighter, you can crab walk and slide sideways. I love four-wheel steering, so I've always wanted to do that to the Brat. So if I can get a pair of 30s, get everything started, and then run those until you know, either they explode or whatever, and then upgrade them to 44s at some point in the future when I can afford it a little better. Right now, 30s are in my budget, not 44s. Because we're talking about a vastly different, yeah, a lot more money for 44s. Yeah, right now that's about it. I will hopefully have a video at the end of the week showing off the belt grinder, because I've been putting in quite a bit of time on it. It's see, like, I've got the head done, so that is just, oh man, that's amazing. I love that. It just looks, and it's a little rough at the moment. Once they're, you know, once it's cleaned up and sanded and painted and whatnot, it'll be a lot better. But it's a, yeah, it's a pretty professional piece of, you know, piece of metal that I've made. I like it, and I can't wait to put it into use. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'm gonna get back to work, you know, actually I'm listening to the Free Range America podcast right now. That's my working sound. But yeah, throw that on, get back to work, and hopefully get this thing cranked out by the end of the week. And I'd love to get that video up like Saturday or Sunday. Don't hold me to it though. We all know how that works. So until next time, thanks for all the support of everyone out there that's still watching. We're almost to 1,000. I'm so close to that 1,000 subscriber. That's like that you know, that benchmark where you become like a real YouTuber. And I'm so close. We only needed like 200 and something more. So if you're on the fence, and you just go down there and click that little red button. It doesn't cost any time or effort or anything like that. Go hit that, and then yeah, thanks for the support of everyone out there. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, peace.